Hey everyone, Uberman. Oh, wait, no, wrong channel. No, this is the Apptrepreneur. Kevin, the Apptrepreneur. I actually don't have my beanie with me right now to do this quick update, but where the last time I didn't wear a hat of any kind, chaos ensued. So we're gonna do a cap today, and then we'll go back to the beanie when I get back. The Hitman's Bodyguard. I don't even like that movie. Well, anyway, so um so here's the thing. I'm kind of on the road. Otherwise, I would have done a more proper video of this today. But this is important enough to at least mention in a brief live stream. And that is that Hawaii, and more specifically Honolulu, has voted to cap surge. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of research on this, and I admit I will do more at a later day to find out what the cap will actually be. But basically, this is the first legislation that was introduced that would put a cap on how much customers would pay for the surge. Now, on one hand, I kind of understand where they're coming from. Customers don't like getting ripped off, and surge can be very predatory in some cases, but with upfront pricing, I feel it's pretty fair. You know well in advance, before you press the button, what you are going to pay for that ride. And if you don't want to pay for that for the ride, you don't have to accept the terms. You don't have to pay for it. And of course, this is just another thing that governments do once in a while to hurt the middleman, because the surge, I've been saying it for a long time, surge is the lifeblood. It's the saving grace for what gets people to do this, for what gets drivers out there, what keeps them out there. Heck, even people who don't drive a lot of Uber, they will still drive when there is a lot of surge. But in Honolulu, which is in Hawaii, one of the most expensive places to live. I mean, my goodness, I complain about how expensive it is in California. What am I complaining about? There are people in Hawaii who still live with their parents when they're 35. It's so expensive because they can't afford anything there. These people need surge more than ever because of how expensive it is to live. And the Hawaiian government has effectively put a cap on the surge. And you know the upfront surge pricing is coming, so once Uber introduces it there, and they've done their upfront pricing, that cap is going to be even lower for the drivers. It's absolutely amazing. This doesn't help anyone, and again, surge is a necessary evil. I think what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot less Uber drivers on the road, because why would you drive on busy nights or holidays or during bar hours or any of those things unless you were guaranteed a surge or darn near close to guaranteed a surge? Why would you? You wouldn't, in my opinion. I think you would. I think a lot of Hawaiian drivers are just going to, you know what, the phone's in the sun, so let me move this here. They're just gonna move on. And now, the thing about this legislation is that Hawaii is not exactly like a leading beacon of the government. It's not like a lot of legislation they pass goes everywhere else. But you know, I'd be a little bit more concerned if California did this, because people tend to follow California for some strange reason. But I feel bad for the drivers over in Hawaii, as if they were already not going to get screwed enough when the new surge hit. Now it's going to be a capped new surge. All because apparently people in Hawaii don't know how to read a price and choose not to buy it at that price. Now, I don't want to insult anyone from Hawaii, of course. I mean, I'm being very, very general. I think most sane people, they see a price, and if they don't want that price, they don't accept it. But basically what you had was a government who wants to keep the taxi industry alive And rather than let the free market decide, they're gonna, you know, the taxi companies should honestly be allowed to charge more. If the issue was that the taxi industry could only charge so much, then the solution should have been to have freed up the taxi industry to charge more, not to force Uber to charge people less. Because unlike the taxi industry, when you put restrictions on what Uber can charge, that definitely affects the drivers. That affects the employees, ensuring that they will only make minimum wage. Of course, Uber does take away half of the fare, so I guess the drivers are just getting screwed from everyone all around. But yeah, that's where we're at. So anyway, this is going to be a very short video. I don't have time for Q&As because this was being filmed live. But for everyone out there, what do you think of this, you know, cap surge? You think this is like the first that we're going to see? Are we going to see more states adopt it? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Sorry, I would love to know. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy these videos, well, consider becoming a Patreon member for $1. It's totally optional, but every little bit helps. I know I can't expect a lot of people from Hawaii because their earnings are about to be seriously affected, but hey, for everyone else, if you want to help chip in, that's great. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.